All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm just setting some stuff up right now. Okay. Need to do this, grab this link. All right, we're good. We are good. Live a little early this morning, but yeah. I'm gonna pull up a new chart here. Let's do that. Good morning for everyone joining. Morning, Scott. How you doing this morning? We're gonna use an indicator filter on here. Do this. Pretty okay. Well, that's good. That's good. You're doing all right. Change this. That's good. Check that. Check that. Keep that on sim for a second. And then let me go in here. Oops, change that. All right, let's do that there, and then enable, and then let me do here. Oh, we're frozen. Okay. Market's up pretty good right now. Nvidia is up at 192.4, and AMD overnight hit 244. Wow, that's pretty good. That is pretty dang good. makes my price that I bought in the other day. I bought in at 217. That's pretty good, up 10% from there. We still frozen here? Oh my god. Ninja Trader, man. Can never get away with not freezing. Probably gonna have to force close here. Hope everyone's doing well. We did have a nice win this morning pre-market on the 1-minute default settings. There was one loss last night at like 10 o'clock if you were trade last night. So default settings not doing too bad this morning. 20 range down this morning. Again, I'm testing the 20 range. I'm not like promoting it yet, but people are always going to ask. So I did post settings in general chat if interested. Okay, we're going to have to force close Ninja Trader because Ninja Trader sucks. Okay. Boop. Alright. Let me just hide my screen for a second so no login details or anything get shared here, but oy. We do have London high right above us and London low right below us. 50% level is at 25,344. So we'll be watching that this morning. Watching for one of those levels to be swept and going from there. Keeps closing by itself. That sounds like your computer or VPS isn't good enough, potentially. Or something's wrong with your Ninja Trader or computer. You just need to like reinstall Ninja Trader. That's really my only guess for you there. All right, we can show this now. Gotta pull back up my chart though, because I didn't save. Gonna have to oh no, we're gonna have to redo everything we just did too, aren't we? Yep. Unless I saved it in here. Did I save it? Okay. Yeah, we have to redo it. That's annoying. We'll make sure to save it this time. Yeah, sounds like it's more of a computer problem, if that's the case, though. Kept freezing earlier. Or yeah, you're just overloading it. Just overloading it. That's the only reason that would happen. Let me do this again. Okay. Are you using your regular computer or are you using a VPS? All right, that should be good. Now we will, I'll try enabling it again here. All right, that's good. I'm gonna go back in and put the EMA 200. Okay. See how this looks. Ooh, okay. Full TPs, some losses in here. Regular computer. I gotta change this. Hold on. I know no one's tried using any sort of indicator filters either with the iFVG, but that's very interesting how that works. Okay. Interesting. Just selecting the break-even stop made tons of trades disappear. Check the trade performance. This. And okay. We'll keep this up here. Got 5 minutes till the market opens. Let me check this one more time. Oops, what did I do? All right. Oh, interesting. Just had to reload it. Never mind. Just had to reload it. All right, we'll switch this back here, and then I'm going to enable the 20 range and the regular 1 minute, and then we will go from there. It's working now. Days to load. Yeah, I would, if you don't have the best computer, even if you do have a good computer, really try not to load more than like 3 days to 5 days, especially when you're just live trading. If you're trying to like back test some stuff, you know, load more days, just give it some time to load. But for regular trading, I would just load 3 to 5 days probably as my recommendation there. Let me save my workspace before I forget. Okay, save. All right, let me split these up again. We'll put a 1 minute regular here. We'll enable this. Again, we did have a win overnight with this 1 minute default. Boom. We'll spread the 20 range over here. Put this 1 minute here. You have a built PC? Yeah, okay. Should be fine. You just, NinjaTrader obviously is finicky. We all know that, so. 20 range overnight didn't do great. I'll show you guys here. Again, I'm just testing these settings, so it's not like I've said this already, but it's not really like I am a diehard recommending these yet. So 20 range, we had 2 losses overnight session from midnight to 5 p.m. Yesterday we had, from market open, we had a loss, a full win, and a loss, and then a break even. So should have been pretty much break even yesterday through the whole day. And then the overnight session had a loss and then 2 full TPs and then another loss. So overall, like, not a terrible day. Not the best day though, right? But like, considering all things, it's not that bad. So all right, so we got everything up here. Some test settings there in the middle. and go from there. Okay. Again, this was the 1 minute trade overnight. I'll show you here. Right here, 5 in the morning, swept this low, broke above here, nice full 2 TPs. And then that was the only trade today. Yesterday at 11:30 at night, there was a short with a loss. So we're good there. Market opens in 15 seconds. All right, good to go. Open here. We have London low right below us, remember, so watch that. As soon as the market opens, I yawn every day. What's ES doing here? Have a little divergence again. ES is above the 50% level. NQ is quite a bit below, and NQ is dropping towards London low, which is at 294. It's at 294. We're in a 20 range early on. You guys know what I say about these first 5 minutes of trading. It's generally doesn't work out, but we instantly hit the first TP, so at worst it's a break-even trade. It just looks to me like we want to go towards London low, but that was an instant rip too. This entry was at 931 and TP was at 931.07, so within like 5 seconds we hit that TP there. Chopping around now. Again, you could go break even if you wanted. ES is ripping. ES just swept the London high and Asia high. Shorts are valid here. Shorts are valid. And all-time highs on ES is really, really close. Really, really, really close. It's only 3 points away from all-time highs, but again, shorts are valid, in my opinion. Didn't get stopped quite yet. Not quite yet. Again, ES going up, NQ going down. Okay, stopped out, break even trade there. Wow, NQ is just, I don't even know. It's kind of just all over. ES is going up a little. NQ is just being its weird self this week. But again, I think London low at 294 is probably the draw right now. And then Asia low, oh, we don't have Asia low. We have an hourly low at 275. Oh, no, we don't, sorry. That was from yesterday. Yeah, so this is actually the only low for a while, is this London low, 294. Getting close here. Just at 300. Here we go, pushing lower. If we could sweep London low, I would like longs on NQ. Didn't sweep it. Got 297. ES is tapping the 50% level currently. So potential area of a bounce here. Okay. No sweep. No sweep. Now ES is pushing lower and NQ's moving up. What are we doing? What is this divergence right now? That is just a crazy amount of divergence. ES looks so weird right now. Okay. Little tweezer top candles. Okay, NQ, just go sweep London low, 294. Been saying all morning, it kind of looks like we want to go down there, so. And sweeped, okay. I like longs from here, but there's no 1 minute for value gaps. There's no 30-second for value gaps. There's no 2 minute for value gaps. There's no 15-second. There's literally no for value gaps anywhere. Yeah, even on the range charts here, I mean, this is the only 1 minute gap right here, but it is small. You can see it's popping up on our 3-point for value gap size here, but not our 5-point. So at this point, I want to see us move down again, maybe create some sort of, I mean, that was a really nice sweep though. How big is this? That is a 6-point. Wait. No, it's 4 points. A 4-point for value gap there. I like longs. But there's no gaps, really, that are good size. So I think the best bet is us moving lower for another little leg down, and then we create something. I mean, that was a really nice looking sweep though from London low there. We swept it immediately, reversed. Reversed 23 points there. So do we have an SMT here? Slight. I don't mind. I mean, there's a 15-second fair value gap. Obviously, pretty risky to trade a 15-second. Looks like if we push lower, we don't have any They don't have any liquidity points below us, guys. But again, ES is pushing higher, NQ is pushing lower. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, literally, again, same thing as yesterday. ES and NQ are doing the opposite right now. Do have an SMT though, a bullish SMT, but we also have a higher time frame bearish SMT. ES swept the previous day high, and Q did not. Well, I guess it did in London session actually, so I guess it's okay. Okay, guys, nothing for now. Nothing for now. Does price action without adding any news? Last few days add to the vol. Yeah. This price action. Gotcha. Yeah, the price action last couple days, not very good. I'll agree with that. I mean, you have ES and NQ doing opposite things. You have no news, like you said, government shutdown. So overall, it's just, I mean, volatility is slow too. There's not tons and tons of volume because those news events usually spark volume into the market. We don't have that right now. Okay, so we're moving down here. There's no gaps to have taken a reversal there. And let me check some other time frames here. The next liquidity, I mean, we have a 15 minutes. We have 15-minute swing lows, and that's it. There's no 30 minutes. And there's no, oh, there is a 30 minute actually at 2:33. No hourlies though for a while. No hourlies for a while. But we are in a 4-hour for Valley Gap now. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So just swept a 15-minute low. ES might be going for the Asia low, which is at 6794.5. 6794.5. It'd be good if we reversed here though. We just tapped a 4-hour for Valley Gap. We swept a 15-minute low here. The only thing is if Asia's going for ES is going for Asia low, then, you know. But this would be a good spot for us to reverse on NQ. Just depends now if ES is now targeting Asia low. And if it is, then NQ is going to be pulled down a little bit more. And at this moment in time, it looks like it's pulling down. So. Okay. ES is definitely drawing towards this hourly low at 95.50 and Asia low at 94.50. But if ES sweeps those and we start to reverse, it should help NQ, because NQ looks like it's starting to stabilize. Does look like NQ is starting to stabilize a bit. Man, every morning I don't yawn until we start live streaming. Then once I start talking, then I start to yawn. Okay, ES, what are we doing here, man? What are we doing? Okay, moving down here still. ES just swept an hourly low, and then Asia low, as I've already said 10 times, is the target. Moving down, 94.5. We didn't sweep Asia quite yet. Did not sweep Asia quite yet. We did sweep an hourly low, though. We missed Asia low by 1 tick on ES. I don't know if it's gonna leave that for a different time or if we're gonna just move back down here. All right, we're in another 20 range. Does not look very good. And that's a loss. Okay. That was an instant loss there. That's what happens when you have tight stops, though. I mean, it's hard. 20 range, you know. Might have gotten faked out, though. If ES would have swept the Asia low, then I think this would have probably won. But that's okay. So 1 break even, 1 loss since 9:30 on that 20 range scalp settings. Okay, now it swept the low. So we'll see if we move up from here. We'll see if we move up from here. Yes, still moving down. Let's check on AMD, 235, NVIDIA, 193. Wow, NVIDIA's moving quite a bit higher, which is good for NQ. I mean, NVIDIA is obviously a huge part of NQ. Let's check Tesla 430, Meta moving down, Google moving down, Amazon moving down, Microsoft moving down. Okay, well, that's a lot of the big hitters too. What else? TSM moving down, AVGO moving down. NVIDIA is literally the only thing moving up right now. That's funny. Okay. NVIDIA is pretty much the only thing moving up. My hands are freezing. That was a huge spike up there. I liked this 1 minute long. It would have been really, really nice if we could have closed down here, but would have been really nice. Well, let's see if the momentum continues. You can run both 1 minute and 20 hour on the same PC. You can on the same PC. I wouldn't do it on the same account though. Wouldn't do it on the same account. I did take this trade, but I got, like on my funded accounts, I got an atrocious fill. Atrocious. Yeah, I'm gonna get stopped out at break even. I mean, it moved up 15 points in my favor. Playing it defensive though, and likely I'm gonna get stopped out break even, so. I only played at half size too, so. You don't have to use two different prop firms, but I would use two different accounts. I use two different accounts, so. Okay, well, that's broke even for me. That's broke even. I got a super terrible fill. And we're spiked down. Okay, so good thing I went break even. Okay, spike down. Big SMT here with NQ and ES. So that ended up being break even. This ended up getting, like, look at the range chart here. A lot of orders right here. 290 to 285. Look at that. Zigzag pattern. That looked like a news candle, but I don't think it was. Give us a full win on that 20 range, huh? Come on. I'm up 30 bucks per account. I only went in with half size there because I had to chase so late. I wasn't prepared to chase because there was only 10 seconds left in this candle here. There was only 10 seconds left and it was down here. So I was assuming we might crawl up and close here, and then we ended up pumping, and I got a fill right there too on my fundeds. And I actually, yeah, I scaled 1 micro right here. I only went in with 3 micros, scaled 1 there. So pretty much the same trade I did. Look, the exact same trade I did. 20 range. Oh my gosh, man. Come on. Give us the win. Oh my god. We got 3 ticks away. 3 ticks. Oh, we're in short now. This is actually another valid trade. It's just with the trend, which is slightly down this morning. But this is a super, super valid trade. And full win there on the 20 range. But yeah, this 1 minute is 100% valid. 100%. First TP, I mean, probably would be good at this low. It's a little further than that, but yeah, that's a super valid short if you wanted to take it. I missed it, but well, yeah, that's why you'd have to use 2 different accounts. But yes, that's true too, though. Some firms don't allow even that, right? Because they think you're hedging. So you do have to be careful. Yeah. That is correct. ES is really selling off here. Let's check NVIDIA moving down. NVIDIA just hit 195. Wow. Didn't hit first TP yet. I said, you know, first TP might be good this low. Oh my. A long? Oh no. We got 2 ticks, okay. Full first TP. Remember, these are super scalpy. The stop loss is only 6 points. Are we gonna hit second TP? Come on. You got right there. Got 1 point away. 1 point. 1 point, man. Action filled morning here, guys. 24 people in here. 20 people. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Another full TP. Nice. Nice. So we're pretty green on the morning with the 20 range. If you caught any of those trades on the 20R, I would consider being done today. I think, yeah, if you caught either one of those guys, seriously, consider being done. It's not even 10 o'clock yet, and there's been a couple nice wins there. Oh yeah, we're still in that short on the 1 minute. It was a good trade. I said, you know, that 1-to-1 might be better move to that swing low, but chart 2 NQ. This is a 1 minute MNQ chart, this middle chart. I'm still watching longs here. Still watching longs. Move to stop to break even. Have to call the 1-to-1. Got to stop that break even. A second now. Yeah, you still caught a 1-to-1. Right? Still caught a 1-1. Can't be too upset, I guess, right? On the 20R though, or the 1 minute here. Talking about the 1 minute, I assume. pretty volatile this morning. Pretty volatile, guys. So you got to be careful. The short is still alive. Short is still alive. Okay. Welcome in, everyone. 25 people. Thanks for hanging out this morning. A couple nice wins on the 20 range in a 1 minute here. Nothing on the middle chart. I mean, this is a good spot to reverse if we're going to reverse to the upside. It's just ES is selling off pretty good. And NVIDIA, though, is pushing up. So that's really helping NASDAQ not drop too far. The only issue is Google, Microsoft, Meta, all kind of moved down quite a bit this morning. But they're climbing back up a bit now, so. Yo, bro, what's up? What's up? One minute trade still alive. Okay. Yeah, so 20 range since the morning here. Break even trade here at 9:30. Then we had one loss at 9:45, so you'd be down 1R. And then these two trades bring up 3R, so you should be up 2R on the morning. If you caught those trades, I would probably be done for the day. Reminder, I'm trying to push you guys to trade smart. You're up 2R at 10 o'clock. I mean, that's pretty good. So. All right, this trade's still alive here. ES is pushing lower. Would it be possible for your developer to program SMTs onto this? Yeah, anything's usually possible. We're working on some other stuff right now, so SMTs would be on the back list of what we're working on. But definitely something we could add soon, or attempt to add. Right? It's always different when it's just an indicator versus trying to get an auto trader to read it and program into how it trades, right? I mean, just so you guys know how complex the iFVG Autotrader whole thing is, it's like, I'll have to double check, but it's like 8,000 lines of code. So, yeah. Okay, now we're chopping, guys. We're in a 40-ish point range right now. 40-ish point range. Okay, man. Now we're choppy. New to trading here? Like new into the automated trading space, or just new to trading in general? Because that is a that's a big difference, I would say. Add SD. Oh, just to chart it? Well, wouldn't you want it to be like incorporated into how it trades though? Isn't that what you meant? Otherwise, you could just throw an SMT indicator into NinjaTrader and use it yourself, you know? Because you can add, you know, you can add indicators to the chart still on top of the Autotrader. I'm getting tired of sitting here, man. This week has sucked. I gotta be honest. This week has sucked. Yeah. Again, for everyone just joining, recap of the morning here. We've had one break even, one loss, and 2 full wins here. So you should be up 2R, 2RR on the day on the 20 range for the morning session. And then the 1 minute here, we had a break even, and now we're in a short. And this one almost hit first TP. I mentioned you could take at this low, which you would have just, you know, dragged the TP up there. If you wanted, but we're still in that. I usually just let the Autotrader do its thing. I don't usually interrupt it too much. So what setup is one to really look at and focus on? Really just strategy hopping, hoping, but not perfectly consistent. Well, any strategy works. Really, I truly believe that any strategy works. You just have to stick to it for long enough. I personally have been liking inverse for value gaps. I think it's a pretty easy strategy to learn. Hard to master because, you know, there's tons of value gaps that get inversed every day. You just have to learn which ones are the good ones. But I bet you if you learned inverse for value gaps and stuck to it for 6 months, you would probably see a lot of progress. And we have the Autotrader, inverse for value gap Autotrader here as well. That trades it. The same thing goes with the Autotraders. Find some settings you like, play around, find settings you like, and stick to it for a while. The thing is just sticking to it, because you don't want to, 1 week you're doing inverse rally gap strategy and you lose, and then you hop to a different strategy next week, and then that one loses. But you know what? The inverse rally gap, if you just stuck to that, is now profitable this week. And you would have made all your money back. So that's the whole thesis behind hopping, right? Testing your bot live, what would you say is the win rate, and what is the RR ratio? The RR, we have TPs that automatically get set at 1-to-1 and 2-to-1. So like these trades here, a short entry here, hit 1-to-1, take profit, hit 2-to-1. So that's a net 1.5 R. You have the full freedom to drag the TPs around if you want. This one also hit 1-to-1 and 2-to-1. You can see it went up a lot more. So you could have dragged the TPs up and made obviously more if you wanted. Win rate, I would say generally it's between like, I would say 50 to 60% on average. But again, it depends on the settings you use, depends on the chart you want to use, depends on how you filter things out, right? One of our guys who's testing out some settings here, which has an indicator filter, so it's taking trades based off of also an EMA. If we pull the report from this just for the last 5 days, it's up $2,700 on 500 risk per trade, and it has a 75% win rate, right? So you get a lot less trades though. Get a lot less trades. 9 winning trades, 2 losing trades, 1 break even. So, you know, it just depends on the setup, right? Depends on the setup. You're into Zusi's mentorship, learning to trust time before price action. I've watched Zusi before. I don't know. Seems some of those guys are just really extra. I'm just gonna be honest. Really extra in my opinion, but time also matters. I think for me, it's just I don't like to trade PM session too much, and I don't like to trade lunchtime. I mainly trade, you know, from 9:35 to about 11 o'clock in the morning. And if my strategy or my setup appears, I take the trade, right? So do I think time does have an impact? Yeah, I do, but yeah, welcome all the new people to the stream. If you aren't subscribed yet, I would appreciate a subscribe to the channel. Drop a like if you want. But yeah, we live stream pretty much every day. Autotraders, right? And then I'm also calling out stuff if I see it in live time for your, you know, manual trades. So if you're listening, then you'll know, you know, I give some pretty good live advice, I guess. Live call outs. But yeah. Otherwise just hang out for about hour or so every morning. Still in the short. I think we'll probably stay on for about 10 more minutes, or we'll just wait for this trade to be done, depending on how the market looks. But market's getting super rangy now. Yeah, super rangy. I'm only up $30 per account today. It's just been slow. It's like you get a base hit, like maybe a 0.5 R to a 1 R trade, and then it goes break even on you. You know, so it's like really, it's a scalper's market this week. I I've taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades this whole week. 7 trades this whole week on my funded accounts. I have like 13 funded accounts. And I haven't gotten a full win all week. I consider a full win about $200 per account. I haven't gotten a full win all week. I only risked $200 per trade, so I haven't even been able to hit a 1-to-1 this week. Personally, with the trades I've taken. The auto traders have taken some trades, obviously, but yeah, manually, I haven't been red this month. I've been green every single day this month so far. But yeah, I've only had one full win this whole month. On Monday, I made about 0.4 R. Tuesday, about 0.5 R. So not, you know, I'm getting a lot of half wins. Wednesday, I had about 0.7 R-ish. 0.6 R. And today, I'm, you know, 30 bucks per account, so. If you do too well on the funded, don't they make you move to live? Most firms will put you to live. We're in a 20 range here. I don't mind this trade just because we're in a range. The stop loss is pretty much towards the low of the range, but besides that, it's not a good trade. It's just at the low of the range. Yeah, it depends though. Depends on the firm, but most firms, if you do trade really, really, really well, will eventually move you to live. Yeah. The only way for them to not move you to live is maybe if you get like a couple payouts with the firm and then you blow the funded account and then you re-get the eval and you go back to the funded account, right? So you're still cycling through some accounts, but yeah, that wasn't really a great trade there. It wasn't bad. I mean, we swept a little bit. It's just the only reason it was bad is, I mean, look at the range. It's getting tighter, right? Still in this 1 minute short. We've been in this 1 minute short since 9:55, so over 20 minutes. That's a long time. Well. Ay, 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 ay. Palantir's down a decent amount this morning. What's Oracle at? Oracle 294. Check the long-term account here. Slightly red on the day. Google's down 1%. Palantir's down 2%. Tesla's down 2%. TSM's down 1%. Amazon's down 1%. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, uh, 5 more minutes on the live stream. 5 more minutes. Man, it's so boring today. Oh no. All right, guys. I think we'll just call it. We'll just call it. I don't want to sit for 5 more minutes. Okay. We're still in this 1 minute short. Okay. So take a little picture in your head on what it looks like. Such a slow week. Such a slow week. So we'll call it a day here. Not too bad of a morning. Not too bad. Green on the morning still. Thanks for joining and hanging out. Subscribe so you can join live tomorrow, and I'll see everyone later.